What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Alright, we're coming back to Bruce Springsteen. Yes, indeed. Bruce Springsteen Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Jason Cart. And this is actually Jason Cart's third prioritized request for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Jason. I hope you enjoy it. This is a request for some Bruce Springsteen called 10th Avenue Freeze Out. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different. Now, I have not heard the song. Okay, I want to make it very clear. I haven't heard it. I haven't listened to any of this. This song does not strike a bell in any way, shape, or form, as far as I know. However, as always, I may have heard it before and I just don't realize it. So if I start listening to the song and I go, oh yeah, I've heard this before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Bruce Springsteen, and the video has 1.9 million views. It'll get you there. Now, here's why this video is going to be a little bit different. Usually, I pause like every minute to a minute and a half. I try to keep it in there. That helps keep the videos from getting blocked and from getting claimed for copyright. So, yeah, I don't mind copyright claims. I honestly don't care about those. It's whatever. But I do everything I can to avoid blocking. I have been blocked by Bruce Springsteen a couple of times. So I really got to be careful with him. But here's why this video is going to be different. Like I said, I normally pause every minute and a minute and a half. When I saw the length of the video, I actually messaged Jason and I was like, is there a start time and stop time? Because this is like a 20-minute long video. And he said, nope, it's all one song. And I was like, wow. Well, here's the deal, Jason. And I told him all this in the message and he said it was fine. In order for me to do a 20-minute video, I'm not going to be able to pause every minute to a minute and a half and talk. Because if I do that, we're going to be here for an hour, and I don't want this to be an hour-long video. So I'm going to pause like every 5 minutes. Now, because I'm going to be pausing every 5 minutes, there is a very strong chance that this is going to get blocked. I'm just being honest here, guys. So more than likely, you are watching this on Patreon. So, you know, thank you for guys for being Patreon members. I really appreciate you guys and I appreciate your support. Now, if by some miracle, this gets through on YouTube, I don't know how. I honest to God do not know how. I am fully anticipating this being blocked, so just letting you know. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, 10th Avenue Freeze Out, live in New York City. Oh, yes, indeed. Is this the same show they did, that other song that I thoroughly love where he was just insulting the hell out of the New Yorkers and they were eating it up? I loved that. That was so good. I hope this is the same show. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
1916. Get comfortable, folks. Get comfy. I'm only going to pause, like I said, every 5 minutes. So.
One time!
Nice pause. Wow. Okay.
Teardrops on the city, bad school are searching for his groove. The whole world walking pretty, you can't find a room to move. Everybody getting over, that's all. Running on the bass, I put my back to the wall now. Say it, mama. I'm stranded in the jungle, taking all the heat they were giving. And the night is dark and the sidewalks bright and lined with the light of the living. From a tenement window, trying just to blast. Turn around the corner, things got real quiet. Say it again. Well, I'm all alone. I'm all alone.
Now, kids, you better get the picture.
I'm on my own. I'm on my own. Oh, I can't find my way back home now. So
Holding an Elvis. Nice.
Elvis is alive.
Ha
Come on, see. Miss Holly. Hey, Steve. Come on, Steve. Hey, Ray. Come on, sweetie. Come on, baby. All right, little baby. My. Thank you, band. Thank you. Thank you very much, darling. Thank you.
Oh, he's having fun. This is fun. It's good. It's good to see them. I don't know if that was planned or not. I have a feeling it was planned. Just because they all did it. You know, they all came over, and when the time came, they all did the hip thrust. So I have a feeling that might have been planned. Even still, it looked good. It looked spontaneous. So it was presented as spontaneous. I love the crowd interaction. I love the leading of the crowd, letting them sing, and he's encouraging them, and he's doing it without words. You know, the whole time in the beginning, like when he jumped up on the piano, which, by the way, very smart to do, as long as the piano player knows you're going to do it. If the piano player hasn't, if you have a piano player and they have a grand piano and you want to do that, make sure you talk to them first. I have been in situations where I haven't done it. I wasn't the one that jumped up on the piano, but I've been in bands where the lead singer would jump up on the piano and the piano player looked like he was ready to kill the singer. I found out later that wasn't planned. And piano players are very protective of their pianos, so I don't blame them. They're expensive instruments. No, this is fun. This is absolutely a crowd. I can tell this is a crowd pleaser. He's interacting with the crowd a lot. The band's interacting with the crowd a lot. The band's interacting with each other. They're putting on a tremendous show. Fantastic show. Let's keep going. Let's see where else this is going to go.
It's all right. It's all right now. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right now. It's all right to have a good time. Yeah, it's all right to have a good time. Oh, take me to the river. Wash me in the water. Take me to the river. Wash me in the water. Take me to the river. Wash me in the water. Take me to the river. Wash me in the water. I say yeah, 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 yeah. Take me to the river. I said I want you to yeah, 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 yeah. Take me to the river. I said I'm gonna say yeah, yeah, yeah. Take me to the river tonight. That's right. That's where I want to go tonight. I want to go to that riverside. I want to find that river of life. I want to find that river of love. I want to find that river of faith and that river of hope. Tonight I want to go to that river of transformation where you can go and you can be changed, but you got to work at it. That's right. I want to go to that river of sanctification where all life's graces and blessings can fall down upon you like rain, but you've got to work at it. I want to go to that river of resurrection where everybody gets a second chance, but you've got to work at it. Tonight I want to go to that river of sexual healing and companionship. I want to find that river of joy and that river of happiness. I'm not bullshitting back here. But you just don't stumble onto those things. You don't find those places by accident. You've got to seek them out and search after them. And that's why we're here night after night after night after night. Because you can't get to those things by yourself. You got to have help. But that's where I want to go tonight, and I want you to go with me. Because I need to go with you. That's why I'm here. And tonight I want to throw a rock and roll exorcism.
He's going into full-blown preacher mode right here. I have my own thoughts and feelings about that. I'm going to keep those to myself, you know, as far as all the religious implications. Listen, one of the 4 taboos that you never talk about money, you never talk about relationships, you never talk about politics, and you never talk about religion. Everybody has their own beliefs, everybody has their own thoughts, and everybody is entitled to those thoughts and beliefs. And I would never criticize anybody for having those thoughts or beliefs, ever. I know a lot of people find a lot of solace and a lot of comfort in their faith, and that is absolutely wonderful. That's fantastic. I myself, I have my own views, and I have my own faith that I follow, and I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, what he's doing here is he's entertaining the crowd. He's engaging the crowd. He is constantly re-engaging the crowd. You'll notice that he never keeps his sentences too long. Everything he's saying, he keeps it. I mean, he may get a little long, but then he'll stop it, and then he'll come back with something immediately, something very short, which gives the crowd a chance to respond and stay engaged. I know from what I've read in the comments that his concerts can, especially particular songs, they can go on a long time with stuff like this and this type of a theme. Not always about religion. Sometimes it's about sports. Sometimes it's about, sometimes it is about politics, you know, oops. Sometimes it's about relationships. I mean, he did start to go into some relationship stuff there, you know, but it's always short and sweet as far as his phrasing goes for the most part. And it keeps the crowd engaged. And he's able to read the crowd. And when the crowd really pops for something, and this is where I'm getting to my point. When he hears the crowd really pop for something that he says, he lets the pause go a little bit longer. And he lets that pop go a little bit longer. And he waits for the pop to start to die down. And just as it starts, he kicks in with the next thing. Good crowd control. Actually, that's not the right word. Good's not the right word. Great is the right word. So great crowd control there. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going.
A rock and roll baptism and a rock and roll bar mitzvah. That's right. We're going to do it all tonight. Everything right here.
Do it all.
I want them waters to fall down on me and set me free. Set you free. But I stood one evening as a young man before a dark grove of trees. And I was frightened to pass through those trees, even though I knew that on the other side, the river of life was waiting. And there was cold beer at a reasonable price. And there were no fucking cell phones either.
No cell phones. Hey!
Pizza for everybody. But I stood paralyzed by my own fears. And then a gypsy woman called me onward and she said, "Son, come here, let me help you. What you need, what's your line?" And I told her what I did for a living, and she said, "Well, then what you need is you need a man. You need some help." And that's why I'm so glad to introduce here tonight on the piano, the Secretary of Intelligence, the Dean of the University perversity. Professor Robinson on the piano. And now I want to introduce the minister of faith and friendship, keeper of all that is righteous on East Street, and star of the Sopranos television show, Little Stephen Van Sant on the guitar. I want to introduce the foundation of the East Street Nation, the Tennessee Terror, Mr. Guy W. Talent.
Foundation.
And on the drums, a man that bring the power night after night after night after night. The minister of the big beat and star of late night television, the mighty Max Weinberg. On the guitar, the godfather of the guitar, the minister of heart and spirit, the great Nils Lofgren. And on the organ, on the Hammond B3 organ and accordion, hailing from Flemington, New Jersey, the minister of mystery, Brother Dan Federici. And now, brunettes are fine and blondes are fun, but when it comes to getting a dirty job done, it yeah, I said I'm looking for her. I'm searching for my baby. I'm begging, baby, please. I'm down upon my knees in supplication, in sexification, in the love education. Come on.
Baby, take a walk into a lane. Be my hero, play the part. I'm falling down from salvation. Come protect this child of heart. Though my party dress is torn, I still walk and talk and cry and call. I've got no
That's a fall off.
on my own.
Really does
I've
fall
been
off.
just
The First Lady of Love on the guitar and vocals, Miss Patty Scalfa. Now, last but not least,
Oh,
that's right.
listen to that pop.
Last but not least, I'm talking about the minister of soul, secretary of the brotherhood, the next senator from the state of New York. Do I have to say his name? Do I have to say his name?
No, but you really should.
Say who? 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 Well, they made that change of time, and a big man joined the band. From a coastline Come on, help me out, Sue. I said something, 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 history-making, legendary E-Street Band. Right to you.
Wow. I mean, okay. It was fun. It was fun. I get the point of that song. We're going to talk about it all in the review, I promise. Well, there you go, folks. That was Bruce Springsteen with 10th Avenue Freeze Out. This was a request from Jason Kartz, and this was actually Jason's third prioritized request for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So thank you very much, Jason. I hope it was everything you were expecting. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I had to think about this, and I changed my score. Honestly, I changed my score 3 different times, and I might change my score again. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. As it stands right now, and like I said, it might change. As it stands right now, I'm going to give that an 8.8. Yep, 8.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, the song itself. Let's talk about the song itself. Is the song complicated? No. No, it's not. It's actually a very easy song to follow. If you know anything about soul music or blues, even jazz to some extent, kind of, but very little, you can see the direction of the song. You can anticipate the chord changes in this song. I mean, it's a really simple, easy song to follow. Having said that, they executed it well. It sounded good. Everything blended really well. Nothing stuck out. The drumming was tasteful. Bass was locked in with the drums. Guitars never stuck out. They all sounded well mixed, well blended, complementing and filling out the song. Organ and keys, interesting combination. Having both play, but not uncommon. Not uncommon. I've seen it several times before, especially in country. It's funny, in country music you'll see that a lot. I've played with a few country bands that have had organ and piano. It's interesting, but it's a good mix. It's a good banter between the two. When you hear the more percussive sound of the keys and the hammers striking the strings, as opposed to the fullness and the warmth of an organ, especially a Hammond. Like a Hammond or a Rhodes. Oh man, with the piano it always sounds good. Now everything about this sounded great. It sounded great. Here's where I'm having my dilemma. What was the purpose of this song? And I feel like the song went twofold here. And I don't know how I feel about it going twofold, because I think the reason it went so long, the reason the video went so long and the song went so long is because they did split this into a twofold direction for the song. You had the one direction where it was about crowd interaction and getting the crowd engaged and singing along and having fun and being a part of the show in that moment. I get that. But then there was the second half of the song, which was all about introducing the band. And I don't have a problem with that. I actually applaud Bruce for doing it. I do. I just don't know why he had to do it on this song while doing the other half. If he had done, they could have done 2 songs and done each for 10 minutes and accomplished the exact same thing. Had one song dedicated to sing along and engage in the crowd and, getting the crowd involved with the show and making them actually a part of the song. And then you could have a completely separate song that would have had the introduction of the band. In taking the time to really introduce every band member, which he did do, and I do appreciate that. And I can tell you from experience, when you're on stage and it's a one-man band, it's a one-man act like Bruce Springsteen is, it's called Bruce Springsteen, right? In the E Street Band, but it's Bruce Springsteen. He's the star, right? Whenever the star or the lead singer or whoever acknowledges the band members, that feels good. It feels good because not only are you as the lead singer acknowledged, not only are you being acknowledged by the lead singer for your contributions, but the crowd gets to acknowledge you as well. And that's what makes me feel good more than anything else, is getting acknowledged by the crowd. So, doing both in one song led to a 19-minute and 14-second long song. That's my point. They could have very easily split that and done 2 songs, and it would have been just as effective, possibly more effective. But having said that, and here's the thing, and this is why I'm torn. Usually, with a long song like that could have been split in 2, I'm upset because you could have split it in 2, and honestly, given more attention to each purpose. Maybe even made each song do 11 to 12 minutes and really give each thing its due. But it was done so well. And here's the thing. He transitioned it from crowd interaction to band introduction so seamlessly. Like there was, I had to do a double take and I was like, wait, when, what? When did that happen? That was slick. So I'm torn. He did it so well. And that's where I'm torn. So, I don't know. I mean, he did a great job of both. And he did so well. Do I stay with the 8.8?
Get on with it!
Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I'm sticking with it. So, yeah, we're going to stick with the 8.8. I feel good with it. We're going to stick with it. That's where it's going to stay. This was fun to watch. Absolutely. Would I ever watch this again? I would if I was in the mood. If I was in the mood to chill, sit back, relax, yeah, I could. And I'm sure, another reason I'm giving it the 8.8, this did elicit an emotional response from me. And I'm sure you saw it when Bruce was introducing the members of the band. I'm sure you saw me get a little teary-eyed. And that's because I wasn't sad. I was feeling feelings of joy because I know that feeling. I could relate to how those band members are feeling. And it always makes me feel good to see other musicians get the credit and the respect and the acknowledgement that they deserve and quite often don't get. That's why I teared up. But it's still elicited an emotional response from me. So there you go. We're going to stick with it. 8.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.